Hello everybody. I'm going to show you how to make these mini matchbook notepads. And they measure 3 3/4 by 3. They're very easy to make. You open them up and there's just, I put 4 pieces of paper in here, piece of vellum. You could probably put more in there, but that's all I put in there. And then you close it back up. Did the same thing with this one. You just basically flip it open and you have some, I just put some coffee dyed papers, some graph paper. I just put 4 of them in there. And again, you can probably put more in there, but that's all I did. And then some embellishing there on the front. All right, I'm going to show you how to make these. All right, so basically you need a piece of paper. You could use cardstock. This one was a single-sided piece of paper, and I just distressed it with some ink. And then the other side has this pretty lace effect on it. So basically this piece of paper is 3 by 8. And I am going to bring in my scoreboard, but you don't have to score yours exactly like mine. But on the 8-inch side, I am going to score it at 1. And I'm going to score it at 4 3/4. Okay. That's all I'm going to do with the scoring. Oops, I do need this still though. So I'm going to set this aside. Put that up there. But I am going to cut my papers now. The papers that go on the inside, and they're going to measure 2 3/4. So 2 3/4. Let me do this one, 2 3/4. And let me do this one, 2 3/4. Okay, and then these are going to measure by 3 1/8. So 2 3/4 by 3 1/8. So 3 1/8 is right about there. 3 1/8 is right about there. And then 3 1/8 is right about there. All right, so next I'm just going to take my pieces of paper and I'm just going to staple them and make sure that they're all together. Let me take out my scoreboard here. So I'm just going to make sure that they're all lined up at the bottom here, and then I'm going to staple them. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to, there's my papers. And then this is going to be the bottom. So the bottom part has the 1-inch score line. I'm just going to fold that up. And I'm going to fold down this. And I am going to ink up around my edges. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Of course, that's optional. You don't need to do that. I like having that distressed look. So that's what I'm going to do. Do that all the way around the edges. All right. I'll do this right here too. Okay. So from there, so it's going to basically look like that. But first of all, I'm going to take my pad of paper and I'm going to set it in there, try and line it up as evenly as I can. And don't put it exactly on that line right there. Just bring it up a little, maybe, what, 1/8 of an inch, between 1/8 and 1/4, but you still want this to fold down good. Okay, so I'm going to put my papers on there, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this all on the back here. That glue is not coming out very good, is it? Okay. So I'm just going to set that in there like that. And as you can see, here's my fold line, and I left it above the fold line. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's glued in there good. And then I am going to put some glue right here along this line, and that's going to help keep that shut. So just along the bottom there. And then I'm going to smush that down a little bit. All right, so basically I'm just going to go in like that. See what I mean by easy peasy? Okay, now I'm just going to embellish the front part. So basically I already have my little things here cut out. I have some lace that I'm going to put here on the bottom. It's just some flat lace that I thought would look good with the lace looking paper. So I'm going to put that right there. Put that on there. Okay. And I have some cheesecloth. I'm just going to put some glue on there. Enough for it to stay down on my... And you don't want to cover up this flap too much, you know, when you're decorating it, just because you don't want it to be in the way. You don't want it to be difficult to open it. Okay, so there we go. And then I have this flower, a little die cut out flower, and I'm going to put on the top of my cheesecloth. Okay, that's going to go like that. And then I have this little label that I'm going to put right there in the corner. All right. So there is my mini matchbook notepad. And again, it's just one sheet of paper or cardstock, which measures 3 3/4. Well, actually your paper measures 3 by 8. And then you're going to fold it so that you can tuck it in. Have a little notepad right here. You can put in, I think that time I put in like 5 pieces of paper. And then you just close it up like that. All right, so here are my 3 different notepads. My matchbook notepads. This one I did make with cardstock. And then these two, this one was just made with regular scrapbooking paper. And same with this one, it was just made with regular scrapbooking paper. So they're very easy to make. Embellish them according to your journal. And I hope you enjoy. Hope you are able to make a couple of these. And thank you for watching.